All right, this is going to be the part 2 of the course of the lesson on the timestamp. And in this lesson, we are going to be extracting time and date information from our table. And the table that we are going to be making use of will be discussed later on. But let's see what we have in this section first. We'll be exploring extracting information from the time-based data type using these three keywords called the extract function, the age function, and the to character or to char function. Now, looking at the extract function, this allows you to extract or obtain a subcomponent of a date value. For example, if you have a column containing a payment date, and this payment date may have year, month, day, and other time zone. So using the extract function or the keyword will let you extract maybe either the year or the month or the day or week or quarter of the year. Now, it allows you to extract or obtain a subcomponent of a data value. For example, this is going to be the query that you have where you write the extract function here, followed by parentheses. If you are to extract a year, you select year from the option. Okay, select year from here. If it's a month, you replace this with month. Okay, month. Now, if it's let's say quarter of the year, you replace this with quarter from, then you provide the column containing the date. Okay, now if you are to use the age function, the age function lets you calculate and returns the current age given in timestamp, right? And also this is going to be the usage where you apply age function, then you input the column that contains the timestamp here, right? Then, for example, this is going to be the result, maybe 13 years, 1 month, 5 days, and then the time here. Right, if you are to use a to character function here, this is a general function that converts data types to text, right? So it converts data types to text, and it also provides useful information for timestamp formatting. And this is going to be the usage of it, where you provide a function name that is to character followed by parentheses. Then you input your date column, your column containing that timestamp, followed by a comma, then with a single quotation here, right? Then provide the format. This is month, this is the day, and this is the year. So basically, this is the format to the ones like using the to character function. And all these functions are based on those two true examples, right? Looking at it in a theory where you may not possibly understand what is going on. Don't worry, we are going to, in this case now, this to character function, we are going to be looking at the different formats here, the text format we'll be using in while analyzing or querying data from our payment column, to say. Now let's get over to pgadmin to see what we have. Let's get to pgadmin to see what we have. And now in the pgadmin, we'll be using the payment from our DVT rentals. We'll be using the payment table. So let's first of all select everything from the payments. And then if we execute this query, you notice that we have the payment date in our table, right? The payment dates column, it contains a timestamp format, say timestamp without time zone, right? And so this is basically the column that we'll be working with. So we are not going to be selecting every other stuff, like selecting any other column from here. We'll only be focusing on this payment date. And first of all, we are going to be starting with the extract. We want to extract a year, only the year from this payment date. And how do we do that? First of all, say select extract. Okay, let's just select only, maybe say let's say customer ID, and let's say amount here. And also let's say we want to extract the year from the payment date. So what you do, just use the extract function, then include year from your payment. You provide the column name, that's the payment date column, and then from our payments table. If you run this query, this is what you'll be getting. We have a new column here which has been provided for us, and we call it date part. So we can provide an alias here by using the alias command, and then maybe putting it here, year. Right, and now if you are using year, you notice that year is a reserved keyword, right? But it's still going to work. Okay, we have it here. All right, or you can give it any name, maybe only year here, only year, and then you execute your query. Now you can also include here, let's say you want to get the month, so you can get the month right there. So you can get the month here. This is February, and maybe just include months here, months, and then run your query. Okay, so this is how to use the extract function. And then we also have this age, as we said earlier, that age is going to return the age of our payment or our timestamp column. All right, so this is how to go about it. Just use the age function, then you include the column name containing the timestamp data. So when you run this query, this is what you'll be getting. We have 15 years, 3 months, 7 days, and then we have the time included here. Okay, and also we have the option that says to character. Now let's clean all this again, and then let's only focus on that, to character, to char. Then you open a parenthesis, and then you include a year, include the payment date column now, and then you include a comma. Now if you check over to the documentation, this is the documentation for the formatting. So if you are to use to character, it has 2 parameters here, which has the timestamp and also it has the text. And if you come down here, these are the patterns that you can use. All right, and if you are to use YYY, it's going to return you the year, that is including maybe 1997. Is going to include the 4 of them. If you are returning 2, is going to return the 2 digits, that's the last 2 digits of the year. And also when you are working with months, if you are using the month, capital or capitals, it's going to return you the full upper cases of the month. And also if you are to use this, so you can just format it anywhere you want. For example, I would like to be using this, so I'll copy the Monday here, then come over to here. Then after this comma, you open a single quote here, then include your format. Now I want to return the month here, then with a space. Let's go back to the documentation. Now I want to return a day, and the day has a format here called either DD, but I'll be using day here. I copy the day and then I paste it there. Then for the year, we have a format here that says YYY. I'll be using this option here. So I paste it here. So as year, can use this as year from the payment. Now when you run this query, this is what you are going to be getting. February, Thursday, 2007. Okay, now you can also make this DD, then run so it's going to give us this. So when you get over to the documentation, you will see the whole lot of patterns to use while querying your data from your database or your column to say. Now this is how to use the extract function, the age function, and also to use the to character function when querying data or information from your database. So this is it on them. I thank you so much for joining me in this part of the lesson, and I'll be seeing you next time.